Prepare to set sail on a journey into the heart of one of history's greatest maritime mysteries. In this suspenseful episode of our ongoing series, we dive deep into the enigmatic tale of the Mary Celeste. Join us as we navigate through the twists and turns of this perplexing saga, exploring every clue and unraveling every theory. Our voyage begins in the year 1872. Imagine a time when the seas were a treacherous, yet romanticized realm. Picture a world where ships ruled the waves and carried not just precious cargo but also dreams, hopes and lives. Enter the Mary Celeste, a brigantine, a vessel designed to navigate both coastal and deep ocean waters. Built in 1861, it had seen its fair share of journeys across the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. On November 7, 1872, under the command of Captain Benjamin Briggs, the Mary Celeste set sail from New York on what would be its final voyage. The ship was laden with a valuable cargo of industrial alcohol and was bound for Genoa, Italy. Among its 7 crew members was Captain Briggs's wife and 2-year-old daughter, along with 5 experienced sailors. Little did they know that their fates were intertwined with the unforgiving depths of the ocean and the shadows of an unsolved mystery. As the ship embarked on its journey, the winds were calm and the skies were clear. But beneath the surface, a storm was brewing, not in the weather but in the depths of obscurity that would soon engulf the Mary Celeste. For over a month, the ship steamed steadily across the Atlantic, leaving behind the bustling port of New York and heading towards its European destination. During this time, life aboard the vessel likely followed a routine rhythm. The crew tended to their duties, navigating the ship, keeping watch and preparing for any eventuality at sea. However, on December, the tranquility of the journey was shattered. As the sun rose that morning, the crew of the ship sighted land. Their spirits lifted as the sight of land meant the end of their journey was near. They could almost taste the sweet success that awaited them in Genoa. The ship was then about 400 leagues off the Portuguese coast when suddenly a violent storm descended upon them. Waves crashed against the hull of the vessel, winds screeched like banshees, and the very elements seemed to conspire against the Mary Celeste. Amidst the fury of the storm, the crew of the Mary Celeste battled tirelessly to keep their ship afloat. They struggled with the rigging, adjusting the sails to withstand the tempest. Each man was focused, his actions dictated by years of experience and the will to survive. But as the night wore on, the storm intensified, turning from a mere tempest into a raging beast. The Mary Celeste was being tossed around like a leaf in a vortex, its fate hanging in the balance. Then, as if the storm itself had tired of the struggle, it began to subside. The wind's angry roar softened into a mournful sigh, and the waves, though still restless, lost some of their violent crests. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the clouds, revealing a sky painted in hues of hope, the surviving crew emerged from the depths of the ship, shaken but resolute. They surveyed the damage, assessing the toll that the storm had taken on their vessel. And amidst the wreckage of broken masts and tattered sails, they found a clue that sent shivers down their spines. There was no sign of Captain Briggs or any other crew member except the cook. They searched every nook and cranny of the ship, but the missing crew seemed to have vanished into thin air, leaving behind no trace of their whereabouts. This eerie discovery painted a chilling picture of mystery. A ship fully intact, yet devoid of its crew, sailing aimlessly through the vast expanse of the open sea. It was a puzzle without a discernible pattern, a mystery without a visible thread. In the annals of maritime history, few tales are as haunting and enigmatic as that of the Mary Celeste. The official investigation began immediately after the ship was discovered in such a bizarre state. Officials meticulously examined the ship's logbook, hoping to find some indication of what could have led to such a perplexing situation. The entries in the logbook were regular and unremarkable until December, the day before the ship was found abandoned. The last entry simply stated, "All well." It was as if the very essence of the ship's fate was encapsulated in those 2 simple words, leaving investigators with more questions than answers. One of the most compelling aspects of the Mary Celeste mystery is the condition of the ship itself. Upon closer inspection, investigators found no evidence of distress or struggle, no signs of a battle with the elements or with something more sinister. The cargo was untouched, suggesting that no attempt had been made to plunder it. The ship's provisions and personal belongings of the crew were still on board, further emphasizing the suddenness of their disappearance. The ship was seaworthy, indicating that it had not been abandoned due to mechanical issues. Instead, it appeared as though the crew had simply vanished while the ship continued its journey, as if guided by an unseen hand. The leading theories surrounding the Mary Celeste's disappearance are as numerous as they are perplexing. One theory posits that a rogue wave, a colossal wall of water, struck the ship, causing the crew to be washed overboard and the ship to remain afloat. However, this theory is challenged by the fact that the Mary Celeste was a sturdy vessel, and even if a rogue wave did strike it, there should have been some signs of damage which were not found. Another theory suggests that mutiny was afoot, that some members of the crew revolted, killing the captain and his family, and then abandoning ship. Yet this theory finds little support in the meticulous records of the ship, which showed no signs of conflict or disharmony among the crew. A third, more chilling theory hints at a ghostly presence. Could the Mary Celeste have been cursed? Some believe that the ship was doomed to wander the seas, forever haunted by a spectral crew. This eerie notion finds resonance in the inexplicable nature of the event, but remains firmly in the realm of the supernatural. In the absence of concrete evidence, each theory stands as a potential explanation, yet none can fully illuminate the darkness that shrouds the Mary Celeste mystery. The official investigation into the disappearance of the Mary Celeste yielded few definitive answers. While theories abounded, evidence was scarce and the mystery only deepened. Over the years, the lack of resolution has fueled speculation, giving rise to various conspiracy theories and paranormal explanations. To truly understand the enduring allure of the Mary Celeste, one must examine the evidence left behind, both tangible and intangible. Every aspect of the ship's abandonment adds another layer to this intricate puzzle, leading us deeper into its enigmatic depths. The most compelling pieces of evidence lie within the ship itself, in the very fabric of its being. From the untouched cargo to the preserved personal belongings of the crew, every detail points to a sudden and unexplained disappearance. The ship's logbook, with its cryptic last entry, adds another layer of intrigue, leaving readers to ponder the meaning of those final words, "all well." But what about the absence of physical evidence, the lack of a struggle, the untouched steering mechanism, and the neatly organized cabins? These details paint a picture of a ship sailing without a crew, as if guided by an invisible force. They raise questions about whether the crew willingly abandoned the vessel, or were they taken away against their will? Did they face a natural phenomenon, a sudden storm, or perhaps something more sinister? These questions echo through the halls of the Mary Celeste, demanding answers that have remained elusive for generations. Central to the Mary Celeste mystery is the question of what happened to the crew. Where are they now? Did they perish in the unforgiving sea, become victims of piracy? Or did they step ashore at some unknown port? The possibilities are as endless as the ocean itself. Some theories suggest that the crew may have succumbed to a natural phenomenon like a rogue wave or a sudden storm, leaving no trace behind. Others speculate that they might have fallen prey to pirates, their fate sealed in a violent struggle on the high seas. Yet another possibility hints at a more sinister scenario, suggesting that the crew might have faced foul play, their lives cut short by treachery or violence on board. Delving into the history of the ship itself might offer clues to understanding its fate. The Mary Celeste, built in 1861, had traversed the oceans for over a decade before its mysterious abandonment. Its past voyages, its maintenance records, and any incidents involving the ship could hold valuable insights into its final journey. By examining the ship's history, investigators seek to uncover patterns or connections that could shed light on its final voyage, potentially revealing motives or circumstances that contributed to the tragic disappearance of the crew. While the official investigation may have concluded without definitive answers, the quest for truth never truly ends. Every generation grapples with the ambiguity, seeking to unravel the threads of this maritime enigma. Modern investigators employ cutting-edge technology and fresh perspectives to revisit the case. Advanced forensic techniques allow for a deeper analysis of the ship's structure and any trace evidence left behind. By combining these modern tools with historical records, researchers aim to piece together a more complete picture of the events surrounding the Mary Celeste. The legacy of the Mary Celeste lives on, not just in the annals of maritime history, but in the hearts and minds of those captivated by its enduring mystery. Its story has inspired countless tales, from books to films, capturing the public's fascination with the unknown. But beyond its cultural impact, the story of the Mary Celeste serves as a reminder of the unforgiving nature of the sea and the enduring strength of unanswered questions. Over 150 years since its abandonment, the Mary Celeste remains a captivating enigma. Its story continues to captivate and intrigue, leaving us to ponder the mysteries that lie at the depths of our oceans and the boundaries of human understanding. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of maritime mystery. If you found this episode intriguing, don't forget to show your support and stay tuned for more thrilling adventures. Until next time, may your curiosity guide you and your spirit of adventure lead you to uncharted waters.